Yeah, so my background is in biochemistry. I'm PhD in biochemistry. I have extensive experience in pharmacology and clinical biochemistry, and typically in molecular biology as well. And I was working with several institutions in Canada, in India, and finally, when I was working with Neuroscience, I realized that cannabinoid has a potential to treat diabetes and anxiety at the same time. And that's where I was interested doing some research related with it, and we got some very exciting results. Then we proceed with those results in scientific community. When we were talking to our colleagues and collaborators, they were all excited, and that was the time I met with Boris. And when we discuss with each other the potential and market opportunity, we realized we should do something together, and that's how Medipure was formed, and we started working together. When when we were working in animal models of diabetes, we realized those were anxious as well. When we treat them with some cannabinoid molecules, per se CBD or THC, we got some exciting results that not even their anxiety was treated, as well as their diabetic phenotype was gone almost. So we were really excited to see whether we can, develop that as a therapeutic potential to treat both angles. And the most important thing about cannabinoid is the cannabinoid they have high therapeutic values, and they are very safe. They don't have that much toxicity what is related with other kind of first line treatment available with say opioids or benzodiazepine. So that was a very exciting time for us. We created the company, we started working in that area, and our primary results related with anxiety and with pain were so exciting. So we are just moving on in that direction. We are partnering with BC Cancer Agency for pain management. We are partnering with pharmacology and neuroscience department at UBC, University of British Columbia, for anxiety and skin related diseases. We are partnering with the University of Eastern Finland for our synthetic and cannabinoid related molecules and development, so synthesis to formulation. And we are also going to have our CRO in India, and that's where we will be doing from bench to bedside research, so that we can start with synthesis and we can end up in clinical trials. So that's our main goal is right now, and we are going to have that facility as soon as possible. So we are a pharmaceutical company. We are not aiming to do something in naturopathy or holistic medicine. We have a defined path to go to isolate molecules, purify them, and develop them like a pharmaceutical candidate drugs, as well as finally in drug form. And our main aim is to develop those molecules like prescription pharmaceuticals. And the idea here is a patient can afford only if it is covered by a medical system, by a medical coverage. So our whole aim is to give the doctor a confidence so that they can prescribe those drugs, and they have to be safe and effective. That's how they will get the confidence. And then it has to be covered by a healthcare system so that patient can afford that. So we are doing our cutting edge research, and we are developing through a pharmaceutical model to end up like a prescription formulation so that we can use them for the treatment. So that's the main difference if we compare other companies and Medipure in terms of cannabinoid. We have excellent team. We have a defined pathway to work, and our target is to have prescription medication, not naturopathy. So that's why we believe that we have a defined pathway which starts from bench to go to bedside, and that's our model is.